Arkansas game kicks off at 1:30, and then about 6 hours later, the state playoffs resume. 12 games on tap, including our Friday Night Flights game of the week, as 12-0 Pulaski Academy hosts 10-1 Pine Bluff Dollarway. John Getze tells us what to expect.
The Cardinals have already won a state championship under David Jordan, but the head coach of Dollarway hasn't seen a quarterback like Thomas Thrash all year, or any year for that matter.
Thrash is the most accurate quarterback I've seen. 25 yards in, the kid puts the ball between their numbers almost every play, and maybe we're going to see if he can do that with people in his face.
Which means the Pine Bluff School will play a handful of offensive players on defense for the first time to try and defend the nation's all-time single-season touchdown leader.
That gives us 9 guys on defense that run 4.6 or better, and we're just going to try to use our athleticism and play with them.
Stop Thrash. That's the game plan. We can shut him down.
Yeah, we're going to try to pressure him, but if you put people up there to rush, then you're leaving fewer people covering back there, and they've got 5 receivers out on almost every play.
And one of those receivers, the QB's favorite target, is no longer nursing a bad ankle.
Quentin Jones is back. He's full speed. He had 4 touchdowns last week after he missed 2 games.
So how many TD passes does the record breaker plan on throwing Friday night?
Enough to get a win.
He appears to be all right on the offensive side of the ball. The local high school is putting up gaudy numbers and making a serious bid for a state title. Tomorrow we will follow the Bruins to Beebe and continue to monitor the progress of a terrific tandem that terrifies opponents.
The Bruins sure have been playing like champions, especially quarterback Thomas Thrash and receiver Quentin Jones.
We set our team goals at the first year before the first game, and we sat down and talked about, winning conference, winning state.
What is it about you guys that makes things click out there on the field? If there's one thing you could pinpoint it on.
Friendship. We've been friends ever since 7th grade. We know each other. He knows what I'm going to do in situations, and I know what he's going to do in situations.
Thrash has thrown 15 touchdown passes in the last 2 games, including 9 a couple weeks ago, breaking the all-time single-game state record.
I never think about that. I'm just trying to, at the end of the season, I'll probably think about it a little, but not too much.
A humble duo boasting immodest statistics.
And he looked good early. In the shotgun, that famous spread offense by the Bruins. It goes deep to Quentin Jones, wide open for a touchdown. That was about 35 yards right there.
The Bruins get their anticipated shot at Shiloh Christian next week. PA scored on 8 of its first 9 possessions last night. The first drive included a pair of quick flips to Scott Hilbert and then to Quentin Jones. Fullback Matt Stoltz takes the direct snap and runs the final 9 yards for the touchdown. Bruins signal caller Thomas Thrash completed 15 of 21 passes for 293 yards and 4 touchdowns in less than 3 quarters against Subiaco. Earlier this summer, Pulaski Academy stunned Shiloh Christian in a 7-on-7 game. Last night at the Field of Champions in Springdale, the Bruins were out to prove they could do it when it counted. How about this for an opening play? Bruin quarterback Thomas Thrash lines up at wideout and takes the reverse before throwing the strike to Quentin Jones. He's going to go 73 yards for a touchdown on the first play of the game, and the Bruins wouldn't look back. Thrash led Pulaski Academy to 5 first-half touchdowns before Shiloh inserted injured quarterback Rhett Lashley, who helped the Saints score 29 points. But Thrash ended the night with 545 yards passing and a state record 9 touchdown tosses. Final score, undefeated Pulaski Academy shocks winless Shiloh Christian, 62-29.
Our Landers High School Player of the Week threw for 586 yards last Friday. He also broke a state record. Our Landers Player of the Week is Thomas Thrash of Pulaski Academy.
You could just call him Touchdown Thomas Thrash. Last year, he threw 42 TD passes, and last week, he threw for a state record 9 touchdowns in PA's shocking 62-29 win over Shiloh Christian. Those numbers are more impressive when you consider that Thomas Thrash didn't start playing football until his sophomore season at PA.
I just never liked it until, a couple guys told me to just come on out. and they said it was real fun.
And what about those 9 touchdown passes?
It's all just the offense. I mean, the receivers made me look good, and the offensive line.
Quentin Jones is Thomas's #1 target. Last year, they hooked up 69 times.
He's smart. He knows how to read the coverages and things like that, what to do when they're man-to-man, who to throw it to, and why, and things like that.
And those who know this senior best say you won't outthink or outwork Thomas Thrash.
He's going to come to work every day. He's going to spend the time. He spent the time in the summer, and he'll be the first one to practice, the last one to leave. He's done a tremendous job for us, tremendous leader.
Thomas does have one problem. How do you top a 9-touchdown performance?
15-0, winning a state championship. I could see us playing Warren or somebody in the state championship up at War Memorial.
Class 3A's number 5 ranked team, Pulaski Academy, took on Dover last night in a key 5 AAA contest at Bruin Stadium in West Little Rock. The big question last night was, could PA get fired up after a record-shattering victory over Shiloh Christian last week? The answer was easy. Pulaski Academy led 28-7 by halftime. Pulaski Academy quarterback Thomas Thrash just misses on this long pass, but he would throw for 406 yards and 6 touchdowns after passing for a state record 9 touchdowns last week against Shiloh. He hits Scott Hilburn here with a quick strike, and PA crushes the Skull and Crossbones. Final score, PA 48, the Dover Pirates 14. Last night, not looking ahead, the undefeated Bruins took on the 4-1 Oak Grove Hornets. Thomas Thrash threw a 90-yard touchdown pass on the game's first play, but this long toss is picked off by Oak Grove's Marcus Bobbitt. And the Hornets, feeling good, got busy, but Thrash finally got the Bruins' snap, pitch, and pass offense going, throwing to Matt Stoltz on the far side. Then Miller on the near side, before going back to Stokes across the middle. Despite the slow start in the first half, Thrash still completed 10 of 19 tosses before the break for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns. His toss to Quentin Jones put the Bruins ahead for good, and PA is 6-0, headed for 10-0. Final score, Bruins 41. Oak Grove 17. At Pulaski Academy, where the undefeated Bruins played host to All-Timer. Hey, PA was up 28-12 with 12 minutes to go, and this is quarterback Thomas Thrash making the highlight reel in a hurry, hooking up with his favorite target, that's Quentin Jones. A couple of plays later, Thrash connects with Scott Hilburn for the short scoring pass that put him up 35-12, PA in control. On their next possession, the Bruins go to Blake Miller. He hauls in a 45-yard touchdown pass, and PA is rolling. Thrash has passed for a mind-boggling 41 touchdowns in just 7 games. Final score, PA 69, All-Timer 18.